Hey guys, welcome back to another Mythic Legions review. We have the fantastic Ravana figure up for review today from the Advent of Decay series. On the side of the package we have a small picture of her, along with a short story on her background. And on the back we have the Advent of Decay 2.0 artwork along with some lore on the Mythic Legions universe. Mythic Legions all come in collector friendly packaging. You don't need to rip anything to get them out of the box, and you can store them back in later. Ravana was part of the fantastic contest that was being held on the Four Horsemen Studios forums. Fans got to vote on each piece of the armor, from the type to the color, and eventually ended up with this combination. Ravana's hometown was attacked by Vorgus Vermillious, and she was the sole survivor. She was taken in as a child, and trained as a cleric by a sect loyal to Ethereon. She vowed her vengeance against Vorgus by using unethical means to acquire powerful artifacts to increase her power to confront him. Ultimately, this led to her being banished from her order, and finding a new home in the Convocation of Basilia, where she continues her vengeance. Let's look at some of the details. We have a purple hood with a golden trim. Her face is sculpted in a neutral expression, and we see some lipstick applied. On the side we can see folds and wrinkles sculpted into the cloth-like hood. On the chest we have an armored bra with a plate-armored torso, giving the impression of a corset. The blue and gold really stands out on this figure and gives it a shiny look. On the back we have a section of golden armor along with more of that blue and gold trim everywhere. We have two small sockets for the shoulder armor, and we will be covering this area up later with them. One interesting aspect of this figure is the bare body. It is painted jet black, giving it the appearance of a skin-tight cloth. We can also notice some slight muscle tone in the arms. The arms have a black and leather gauntlet with golden decorations in the center. The swirls sculpted in the armor are highlighted with brown. On the other side we can see some of that brown leather texture strapped close with small black belts with golden buckles. On the front we have a nicely sculpted belt. The buckle in the center is trimmed with gold, and the leather studded armor hangs underneath. On the side we have two large layers of armor plated over each other, with the last of the blue and gold design here. Underneath the skirt we have the thighs painted black, with a tiny bit of muscle tone in the sculpting. The legs have bronze knee guards and more of that dark leather armor with decorated swirls. We finish off the figure with leather boots. Brown with black soles, the cracks in the leather give it a rough texture. Let's check out the articulation. We have a ball jointed head, shoulders that rotate and open, elbows that bend and rotate, a rotating forearm, wrists that bend up and down and rotate, a ball jointed chest, rotation at the waist, legs that open, bend forward and back, rotating thighs, knees that bend back and rotate, boots that bend up and down and rotate at the ankle and foot. Let's take a look at the accessories. We get a pair of small golden shoulder armor. To install the shoulder, you can remove the head to make it easier. You match the socket with the correct peg on the back. The hood limits some of the shoulder armor articulation. We have a large banner with the Four Horsemen logo on it. The golden cloth with blue at the bottom is held up with a large black pole. It's extremely large and connects with two other pole pieces. The top has sockets for helmet attachments. They easily peg into the socket. We get a very nicely sculpted blue and gold crossbow. The string comes pre-attached and is stretchy. The center has a small bracket so you can attach an arrow into the crossbow. We get a black and gold quiver. It has a small hook on the back that can attach to either a belt or the small wing extender. You can use the wing extender to clip the quiver into the back socket. We get a single silver arrow. It's a bit fragile, but it has a small amount of bend to it. We get a purple cape that's made of a stretchy material and has a few holes punched in at the top. To install the cape, you thread the pegs through the holes on the cape, then attach them to the figure. You can then fluff out the cape a bit for a nicer effect. We get a golden and black bone saber. It's one of the more rare weapons in the toy line, and this is a uniquely painted version of it. We get a staff with a wooden mage head. You can remove the staff head and replace it with the included spike staff head instead. We get a pair of wing adapters to equip wings onto the figure. And we get a standard belt that fits the smaller 2.0 bodies. Ravana is one of the more unique looking figures in the Mythic Legion toy line. During the Fantastic contest, there was a large struggle on how she should look, and the votes were everywhere. I personally think she turned out great, but I'm not the biggest fan of the painted skin as tights. She is still one of the more unique looking figures in the toy line. Having a battle mage is pretty unique as it is. Accessory wise, she comes with some great stuff. The banner is a nice accessory if you missed out the banner pack during the first wave of figures. We don't get an alternate head, but I feel that would ruin her look. The bone saber and crossbow are high quality weapons and we don't get them so often, so it's nice to have these rare weapons pop up once in a while. Overall, Ravana came out great from the contest. A battle mage with colors that are pleasing to look at, she has some nice revenge lore with an important character too. Her colors pop out and overall is a unique looking enough to stand out in anyone's collection. I'd recommend her if you're looking for a cool battle mage, or if you just want some of the more rare accessories. Alright guys, more reviews coming up soon. Check out my other reviews and I'll catch you guys next time.